laptop camera real quick. I ain't playing with none of you bitches. I ain't no ugly bitch. You feel me? I ain't no ugly motherfucking bitch. Funky pussy, fishy pussy bitches. You tell your motherfucking wig master to come see me if she want that motherfucking smoke. If not, stay her wig wearing ass where the fuck she at. Since I'm such a small time bitch, then it shouldn't matter what the fuck I'm doing. And who put me up to a motherfucking thing. You feel me? And my shit say melanin, bitch, because that's what the fuck I got. What's up, Eugene? Bitch has lost weight. What's good? Hey, BJ. How you doing, baby? So I ain't playing with none of you bitches. You feel me? Hey, Craig. Anyway, let's talk about how we gonna get back on the subject of how our men are emotionally scarred from bitches like Tanika and Tarika. Those kinds of bitches. Those the type of bitches that make the men that want to be with me unable to be with me because they don't understand how a woman like me could exist when bitches like that exist in the same fucking universe. They don't know. They have no idea. Let's see what you look like on camera. And bitch, I ain't got no foundation on. All I got on is a little lipstick, bitch. I ain't got no motherfucking eye shadow or none of that shit. Bitch's dimples is cute. Hey, what's going on, Officer Faulkner? I keep telling you, Baltimore not far. You can think I'm playing, but I'm not. So in any case, the men who would want to be with me, who know they want a woman that's not doing all of this stupid shit, he can't even get his mind on track. He can't even get himself together enough to just explore that road with me. Because all I'm doing is chilling. All I'm doing is having good conversation. All I'm doing is cooking him roasted lamb with vegetables over rice. That's all I'm doing. And flashing him these dimples. That's what I'm doing. And he don't even know what to do with none of that. They want good conversation and they do want it. But see, when I engage a man, even before we having sex, I'm engaging him mentally and I engage him emotionally. Right off the bat. I engage him because he wants to be engaged. He wants to be stimulated before he's stimulated. Because if I throw the ass at him, he know what to do with that. But then he's used to that. And I'm trying to give them something that they're not used to. And I am giving them something that they're not used to, but they don't know how to receive it. They want to receive it, I don't think those guys are trying to hurt my feelings. I don't think that they are trying to be vindictive. You see? I just think they don't know what to do. And, CC said something. It's not the fact that there are no good women. There are too many hoes given the illusion to be wifed up. I agree with that. And I also think it might be a situation where the men give up. They're like, I'm not gonna be able to find better than this. So let me just deal with this. She's got a couple of qualities that I do like. Let me just deal with it. And they get hurt by these women because these women are ratchets. Remember the last live that I did about relationship red flags? Never engage the ratchet ever on any level for any relationship because it doesn't go well ever. It doesn't go well. The ratchet women hurt the men and vice versa. The ratchet men hurt the women. And there are always red flags. If she always call her mama when y'all have an argument, leave that bitch. She ratchet. Shouldn't be calling everybody, the whole motherfucking world know all your shortcomings. No matter how personal, no matter how private, it could be sexual. She'll tell all your sexual business to her mama. And where they do that at? See what I'm saying? You right, Char. She can date her family then. When a woman insert her family into all your business, run from her. If you're dating her and everything y'all go through, her cousin know about it, leave her. I don't care. Guys, I don't care how good her pussy is. I don't. That bitch pussy, like they said on Harlem Nights, you could throw it up in the air and it'll be sunshine or give a fuck. It probably would be a generational curse, Charles. It probably is. And these women they run through these guys. We had 2 in here just now. He should have carried all them bags. Like, how, bitch? How? Melanated Night, if her sister know all y'all business, leave her. And I don't care how long y'all been together. I'm gonna turn this camera off. Am I done hurting them? Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see the tag again? I'm done hurting these stupid, goofy ass bitches that thought I was a ugly fat bitch. Let's see. I've ran from a few of those, but what if the pussy is whack? If her pussy whack too, there's really no reason to stay. You can't even get a good nut off on that bitch. Hey, Sakiba, I was wondering when you was gonna show up. I will be right back. I'm going to turn the camera back on, but I'll be right back, y'all. I had to go get me something to drink. I'm on my Alan Roger Curry at this point. This shit is awesome if you no longer eat or drink sugar. If you still drink sugar, this is gonna taste funny. But if you don't eat sugar anymore, this is an awesome pop replacement. Up north, we say pop. Everybody else say soda. It's pop in Chicago. This is pop replacement. So what are we gonna do about our men being hurt like this? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm having a harder time than I thought. And I'm not even looking for like this super committed, invested relationship. You know what I want? I want a dude that pay me some consistent attention, a couple of texts a day, maybe a phone call at the end of his day. Whenever he's off work, we can see each other. I want to laugh. I want to smack a five. I want to eat something. I want to chill. And if the vibe is right, we're going to do some grown folk. You see what I'm saying? Because that is a problem as well, y'all. I'm not even going to get into that. Because it has been 1 year since my husband passed away. And that's all the information that you need. See what I'm saying? It's almost like they get scared of that too. Because the next man that puts on his armor, his shield, and his sword is going to be a victim. I'm not even going to have no mercy. There won't be no mercy. Because she is a dragon. She is awake. She breathes fire. And is there a warrior willing to slay her repeatedly? Because she's immortal. No killing is ever really a killing. You feel me? See, Ronan, it's reasonable. All I want is a little attention and a little attention and a little attention. It doesn't even cost anything. I'm not even asking for money. I'll take you out. That's the part that really gets them. I don't want the money. You don't want me to buy that for you? No, sir. So what you want in women that don't need a man? No, I didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't need a man. I just trying to let you know that this is not about your paycheck. It's just not. I'm gonna open up this panel. Ronan, do me a real big favor, and I'm gonna put my email back in the chat. And you email me. Like you was like, I got to fight every night to prove my love. I mean, and she was just such a fucking thought. Thank you, crew. Black Wizard, thank you. And he says, hey, Kendra, I might not speak for a lot of dudes, but at least the ones like me want to come home and be vulnerable around my wife. All day we are fighting battles. It'd be nice. Offering. He ain't got to come home to me because we're not living with each other. But when he talks to me, when we have a conversation, when we are meeting one another, I'm not just being combative. They getting the night. They not even getting fish grease at all. They don't get her. I don't give them fish grease. Fish grease is not who you introduce a guy to. You see what I'm saying? Fish grease is raw and uncut. She's not fit for an initial meetup with a guy. He gonna look at me like, the fuck is wrong with her? Dudes always look at me crazy when I tell them I have two distinct sides of my personality. One of them you'll like, the other one you won't. They're like, what, you crazy? No, just hang around. One of them is fish grease and the other one's not. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm gonna send these links out. If my camera start acting stupid, just know that I'm on this stupid ass, slow ass laptop. Yes, Black Onyx. The Gemini, we have two distinct sides of our personality. It is what it is. Okay, let's see. That's not what I said. Don't you hate when the computer just do what the fuck it want to do? We not crazy, Eugene. We just unique. That's all. Stop doing that. I hate my laptop. Just to let y'all know. I actually hate my laptop. Who else want to get on this panel? You know what? Let me just send this link first. I hate this computer. Check y'all email. I literally hate this computer, y'all. I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. And I'm not playing. Because now it wants to be super slow. Which is why I have this look on my face. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nas. You're such a sweetheart. Everybody's so sweet. Hey, Poetic. You mean like a weight loss vid, Eugene? Because y'all didn't never see the before, and I am so not going to show it to nobody. It was not a pretty sight. It was fat. I'll show you the after, though. The after. Fire. Because I just got a round face anyway. You can tell. Well, if you've seen me before, the weight loss in my face is evident. My weight loss period is evident. Sarkibas, I could see me rubbing your feet and feeding you chicken wings while you watch the Bears lose. But the Bears been winning though. They clinched the division, my dude. Wait a minute. Sarkiba, you in Chicago? And the Bears been winning, so you watch your food mouth. When you talk about the Bears, we done clinched the division. Okay. Yesterday by beating the Packers. No, it wasn't yesterday, it was Sunday. Yes. BJ, thank you. Yeah. That was the last time I was on camera for an extended amount of time. I think that's the last time I was on camera, period. And it's a big difference. Right. Right, Char. Sakiba, if you rub my feet, that's gonna be a problem. Can't do no massages unless you're trying to have a problem. What's going on, Keith? Thank you. So I love your content. Keep it up. Hashtag fly Eagles fly. Man, yo, Eagles, man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that record. They've been letting folks smack them around this year. Yeah, Khalil Mack has been killing it. Favorite sacks is when he sacked Aaron Rodgers, old bitch ass. And I like the Eagles, Keith, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. Who your favorite team, Psycho? This is getting all into football, so y'all can't start me on the football. Hey, Dion. Y'all can't start me on the football now. You're Redskins. Okay. I know you a Ravens fan. You kind of almost obligated to be a Ravens fan, Charles. Did y'all get y'all link? Thank you, Demiurge. Thank you so very much. Say, hey, Kendra, even as a MGTOW, I had to give respect. Thank you. And it's well appreciated. Hey, Jay, all day. Yeah, I'm a chocolate girl. Semi sweet. About 70% cocoa. Maybe even 85. Little sugar. A lot of potency. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that in Discord for you, Charles. Ronan, you didn't get it either? You didn't get anything? Nice. We in Chicago been living in 1985 for a long time. The 49ers would have been all right had they not got mad at Colin Kaepernick and had they not gotten angry with Harbaugh. Harbaugh had that team a Super Bowl contender. You feel me? How you bust that up? Because you bring in a GM that knows fuck all about football and he can't get along with Jim Harbaugh, but Jim Harbaugh is your winning coach. How? I want to know how. Thank you, Eva. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sakiba, I can't be snatched up. The men are too hurt. They scared to reach out and just grab it, just take it. It's like knowing it's $20 million in a vault and you trying to figure out how to pick the lock, and then a motherfucker just come open the lock and you be like, hell no, this is a trick and a trap. I'm not getting that money up out of there. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Ronan, how are you?
I'm good.
Let me turn this music down. You be having everybody cracking up in the chat. You be going in. That'd be too funny.
Can't help it. You got a lot of ratchets out there from the Lost Edges Society. So fuck them.
It's a lot of material. I feel you. I feel you. It's a lot of material.
Ah, boy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before you, Shaka 38. Come on.
Okay.
I never overlooked Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith was mediocre as hell. He couldn't stop it with that Tampa 2 shit. You need an elite defensive end for that. And you need elite linebackers for that. Once Tommy Harris got hurt and he wasn't the same no more, they should have scrapped the Tampa 2. But Lovie Smith is in love with a defense that everybody done figured out. Tell me how that works. And it didn't work when he went back to Tampa. Still didn't work. Not to mention all them sucky ass quarterbacks we had, of which Jay Cutler is included.
Chill out.
Cause Jay Cutler ain't shit. I couldn't stand Jay Cutler. All he did was throw picks.
But you did bring up a very serious conversation, Kendra. It's I start thinking about everything either I've been through or even I've talked to other guys about. And when you come with a woman that's actually genuine, in a weird way, it's kind of like culture shock, because you always have a chick who starts off solid in the beginning, or at least for the good first 5 minutes. And then you see the other shoe drop or the trap unfold. And there's some guys who more or less apprehensive, trying to figure out, is this really real or is it going to be some bullshit? Mm-hmm. Most times it is. So if she's a solid chick, it kind of shocks a dude, so he has to eventually let his defenses down. But nowadays we just have to keep pushing, because we already know if she's full of shit, you know what to look for. You can't settle for basic bitches. That shit's over.
And see, that was kind of my thoughts on that, because you don't like ratchets, but at least you know what to expect. You know how to deal with them. And there's a certain level of comfortability in that. Like, okay, I know what this is all about. Even though I don't like it and I don't like how, she's talking to me or treating me or whatever, I've come to expect this type of bullshit. So I know she's gonna have bullshit. She's gonna do it, and she's gonna do this, that, and the third. Each, she might do it a little bit differently than Taniqua over there, but she's still gonna do it. And so when there comes a woman that's not actually doing that, it's like, excuse me, where's the catch?
Well, that's the justification of settling. Like, just to have somebody is more or less punishment of yourself. If you know she isn't adding anything of substance to the table, but you're just worried about getting your little steady fix of ass, what are you really doing? You're just marking time and wasting time. Mm-hmm. So when you have a solid chick who not only can you kick ass and take names for, but you guys actually build each other up to be better every week, every month, every year, and see improvement, that's a whole nother situation. That's an actual relationship. But most times we get accustomed to these relationships to where we just have somebody there, but it's no different than, you know, saying like, hey, you know, what is the difference between a ship and a piece of shit? They both float, but where are they going?
You kind of broke up. What'd you say? What's the difference between what?
Well, I said, if you ask yourself, like, what is the difference between a ship, which you have to construct and build and, you know, direct to a certain direction, versus a piece of shit that's just going to float and just eventually sink, and it stinks.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, I've been through my share of beautiful retards, but that was on me. You know, I afforded them the time to basically waste my time. And a lot of times, I believe a lot of guys stay in those relationships because they figure I can turn this thing around, when really that's all they know. They load dysfunction, they load chaos. How can they try to be your piece when it's a foreign language to them?
Yeah. And I find that to be true. What's going on, crew? Hey, Charles, how are you?
What's up, people?
Hey, Kendra.
Yeah, they're not accustomed to peace. They don't know what it looks like. They don't know how to react. It's like somebody being abused. And really that's what it is. A lot of men getting emotionally abused in these relationships. And then you gain coping mechanisms when you've been abused, whether they are healthy or not. And so then when you come out of the abuse, sometimes that's abnormal to you. And so it's like, what do I do in a situation where I'm not being emotionally abused? Because I have a response for the other stuff, but I don't have a response for when it's not happening. And I can attest to that, coming from an abusive childhood and everything, and then getting with my husband in a situation where he wasn't abusing me. It took me time to get used to that. Even though my abuse was not dealing with romantic relationships prior to him, it was still abused. I was still accustomed to being verbally or emotionally abused in some way. And so then when I got with him and he wasn't doing that, it was just like, oh, you don't do that? So I don't know what to do when you don't do that. And I had to like reacclimate. I had to learn, how to respond to positive reinforcement rather than negative reinforcement. I had to actually learn that.
So what do you guys think?
Hey, Kendra.
Hey.
Hey, it reminds me of that story you told me. Where you were saying, like when you and your husband got into it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, is we gonna really do this or what? And you was like, ow. Like, nah, let's not do this.
Yeah, that was one, because that's where I had come from. And so that was how you settled issues. Even though I didn't really want to be in a domestically abusive relationship, I got mad. He kept poking the bear, and I hit him in his arm, and then he hit me in my arm, and it was not the same thing. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is how it feels when men hit you. I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
You'd be surprised how many women do that. Like, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna beat you up. First thing they want to do is hit you. And there was one time I had to tell one of my exes. I said, "Okay, let me sit you down for a minute. All right, you hit me in my face. You'll bruise me. You might give me a black eye. You might even draw a little bit of blood. If I hit you, you're going to sleep, or I'm breaking something. So why not just not hit each other?"
And see, that's the best course of action, just not hit each other. In my case, I call myself that being my last straw, because I tried being quiet. I tried asking him to stop. let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, because my husband was real antagonistic. So he would just say shit. You know what I'm saying? He knew it would get under my skin. So he would just say shit. Like, where that come from? He was like, yeah. And he would laugh about it. And I hate that. I hate being laughed at. And so I'd be like, just don't, like, leave me alone. And then I started crying, like, leave me alone. But it wasn't like hurt tears. It was anger tears. I'm like, just leave me alone. But he don't know my background. So he's not really getting all of that depth behind why I want him to stop. And so he didn't stop. He thought it was funny. So he was laughing. And then I hit him in his arm. And that's when his face changed. He stopped laughing. He was like, don't ever hit me. Like, he blazed my arm. And he was like, don't ever hit me.
Right.
Don't ever hit me. Like, we're not going to hit each other. So you don't do that. And then I won't have to do it. Because I don't like hitting women. But I'm not going to take no ass whooping. So I don't know what you're going to do about that. But that little hitting that you just did, that's not going to roll. I was like, okay. Yeah. That's pretty much how that went.
Kendra, didn't y'all work that out, though? Because he realized that what he was doing to you was just as bad as you hitting him.
Yeah.
We actually overcame that because once I started letting him know a little bit about my history and what kind of abuse I was accustomed to, then he was like, oh, that's why you reacted like that. Okay, let me stop doing that because I think it's funny, but you don't think it's funny. It's not funny to you. And now I understand why it's not funny to you. It's not that your feelings are just hurt because you're being soft. You're kind of traumatized. So let me not re-traumatize you. And so he did stop. He did stop doing that.
Yeah, I had a similar thing happen with the ex. It's like she came to me out the blue and she was like, you know, sometimes I feel like hitting you. I was like, you know what? That's an interesting question with a real fucked up result. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. You could be the woman I love and protect, or you could be that silly bitch spoon the curb, you know, in her feelings. Now, I gave her a choice because the thing is, like, having dealt with some things in the military, I don't take certain things too well, especially like silly, like putting your hands on, especially spitting. But
spitting! Oh God!
It's
excuse me,
a rap
Ronan.
when you spit.
May I just interrupt you, Ronan? I apologize, sir. Christina So Fly. See, you bitches one of you bitches gonna get on this stream. I'm sick of the bullshit. This man is a domestic abuser, and Kendra has no more sense than to sit up there and fall for the BS. This is serious. You are a ratchet ass, wig wearing, sew-in wearing bitch. That's what you are. First of all, my husband was not a fucking abuser, and you gonna respect the fuck out of it because he's not here to defend himself. So if you were in front of me right now, I would have motherfucking put your ass to sleep, bitch. You feel me?
Who said that?
You would be asleep.
Well,
you would be fucking sleep right now. All right? So don't ever fucking come in my motherfucking chat room with that disrespectful bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? You try to keep your motherfucking man from putting his hands on you with that flip ass mouth you got.
But here's the thing though, Kendra. It's like, this is a prime example of keyboard courage. You have a lot of people who have a whole lot of shit to say online. In person, quiet as a mouse.
You know, Ronan,
they're not willing to get online and speak and address the issues that they have in the chat room. So let them, that they are what they are. There is perfect examples of them talking shit but not resolving shit.
You know what, Ronan?
How they do.
It's like the phony, tough, crazy, brave, man. And it's like you've been in the military. If you listen to some of the phony motherfuckers, they'll tell you all.
Bitch, you was talking about me. I'm sorry, Charles. I'm just addressing this shit. Bitch, you was talking about me, bitch. And don't ask him how my pussy tastes, bitch. Ain't nobody on my pussy but you. So we should all be asking you how the fuck it tastes, bitch. I know it tastes good. Do you like it so far, bitch? Tell me how you like the shit so far.
Damn, she
Cause it smell like
that.
motherfucking baby oil. So I know you like to dive face first in my shit, but I'm gonna need you to motherfucking back up because I don't fuck with bitches. I'm strictly dickly over here. You feel me?
You know, she tried to get neck deep.
You stupid. You so stupid.
First of all, the other day I had to correct somebody about defending the women of our panel. First of all, you cowardly motherfuckers. If you ain't gonna say it live, which shows how much you a coward, you're not face to face. You're on a Google Hangouts.
Right.
Why don't you get the link and get your asses on here, but you're afraid to take that out, just like you took many of L's in your real life. You bunch of non-marriage material bitches. See the problem?
Yes, Christina, bitch. All of the niggas that's fucking quality on YouTube is fucking me. And you're mad that they not fucking your trash ass pussy, bitch. You feel what I'm saying? You fucking angry about that shit. That you can motherfucking put your trash bag ass, hefty bag pussy on the motherfucking corner and a bum wouldn't touch it, bitch.
But you know what?
You feel what I'm saying?
But this is Kendra arguing with poverty pussy. Fucking
yeah.
All they are is pregnant with problems. I mean, but then, you know, poverty pussy, they deserve link card dick. Y'all perfect match.
You know.
Time that stupid bitch out.
You know,
get that bitch out of here.
Talk about that Colt 45 breath having bitch.
Those hoes drink Steel Reserve and expect to be treated like a lady. No one gives a fuck about them bitches.
Her pussy smell like half a bottle of Thunderbird.
Oh, man, shit. She need a douche with embalming fluid. That pussy is dead.
You mean battery acid?
Formaldehyde pussy ass bitch.
But I mean, this is what we're talking about. I mean, this is why
I had that stupid bitch. Don't just time her. I had that bitch.
I sit there and giggle at these chicks who call y'all pick-me's when really, with every guy, and correct me if I'm wrong, any guy can fuck a chick. But if a chick give a guy like many reasons to fuck with her, it's a whole different situation. Totally different. And there's a lot of chicks who are just limited. I mean, these Boost Mobile bitches like to run their mouth. Fucking every month they need something else to add substance to them. But then when you are a genuine chick who are about something, a guy can find something new about you. Like, you know what? I'm proud to brag about this chick. It's more than what we do in the bedroom. Matter of fact, he'll keep that shit quiet. So you're like, look, I like this about her. This is what helps her stand out. You know, this is why, you know, I'm with her. And he's proud to do that. These other chicks, well, you know, she can kind of suck a dick, you know, or she didn't let me smash her sister too. Nothing of substance. Nothing.
Hey, Ronan.
So, yes, sir.
If I may back you up on that, right? So there are some chicks that we'll just fuck with, and we're not even smashing like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's coming, but you know what I mean? It's there, but they're not this freak that's out here acting reckless, right? But the freak that's out there acting reckless, she got that thing on her. You know what I mean? So that's what keep us interested, but not so much as the girl that got everything else. Because pussy, like Gucci said, man, that shit every 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's there. It's like, what do I wanna put myself out there for that thing that's always there though?
I mean, community crotch is two things: taxing and limited. The thing is, she has to sling that box out there on a regular basis, and still, you got to ask her, why does this dude won't marry me? Because you're limiting. You don't add anything of value. I mean, you have your moments when you're getting, you know, ran through, but once that nut is done, post-nut clarity tells you, like, okay, set her aside, find a chick who's about something. Because if you got a chick who can mess with, like, real time, y'all can smash any other time, but you got extras to make that situation better.
Yeah,
much better.
That's the worst part about her. You know, she throwing pussy like Nolan Ryan and shit. And it's like,
with a bad arm.
With a bad arm. 110 miles per hour. Pussy. Like, you know, and see, that's the part that shows you the value. They worried about another woman's crotch. Oh, she fucking all these. See, you couldn't even... See, this is the problem for Kendra and ladies like her. and the esteemed cats and Char Willie. See, ladies got to go to the common denominator of sexual energy. We don't even look at you for the sexual energy, as beautiful as you women are. We enjoy your words. We enjoy your sense of humor. We enjoy your kindness. We enjoy your overall femininity. And each and every one of you are beautiful, not just overall, but also in your own special way. That because you have a bunch of these ugly spirit bitches who need an exorcism every 5 minutes, like their funky pussy, they can't understand nor capture the essence of what a real man or woman is.
But you look at them at how they come at Kendra, Cats, Char William like that. These chicks are panhandling with a pussy. They're beautiful bums, or at least half of them. And the other half, that's all they got. It's just like they're trying to slap out a draw 4 in the middle of a game of spades. What the fuck is that going to do? It's nothing. You're wasting your fucking time.
It's bargain basement dollar store mentality.
Blue light special booty.
Shit, they not even proud 12 to 5 bitches. They like they got a 2-hour window, like 1 to 3 heat. Like get out, hurry up, get out.
But I mean, I'm saying like as a guy, I'm saying to the guys out here, have you ever thought to ask a chick, do they know the difference between a house and a home, and can they create the difference? Most of them can't.
They don't know what the fuck that is. Talking a foreign ass language. Talking about
and that's the thing. And then that's why I make it a point to say, hey, look, fellas, when you meet a chick, do your best to meet the family. Know what kind of dysfunction you're going to inherit if you're going to fuck with this certain chick. And most times, you start saying, oh, she's a 3rd generation thought or 4th generation. I want to see what kind of issues I got to deal with, if I'm dealing with you, because she's getting that shit passed down. Or just like Kendra said, like, if y'all have a disagreement and her whole family gets involved, flee from that bitch.
Yes.
Flee.
Please.
I would speak on that, but that hits too close to home, so I'll leave it alone.
I'll speak on that bullshit.
Been there.
I speak on that bullshit, man. Some of these chicks are not comfortable in their femininity that they got to go through their fucking dysfunctional ass mother or grandmother. Like I remember dating this was like young folk, not thought breaker, but I had the axe with a hammer. But
thought breaker.
Right.
That was crazy. The part where, how your mother gonna tell you how to get a man when her husband's in jail for robbing 7-Elevens?
Most of the time.
What husband? There was a husband involved?
Exactly.
Well, there's different kind of husbands. Actually, husbands who found something to marry this woman with, and others was just out of convenience. Well, let's do it for the kids, or shotgun wedding type of situation. But that love isn't there. It's just bullshit on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But we go back to whatever happened to understand what a relationship is. Like, you guys have to learn each other, and then in turn learn more about yourselves. And there's too many people who are being selfish. They want someone to be a relationship bookmark, or to keep them from, or I don't know, beast of burden, as Kendra put it. That's how they treat a lot of us, and that's why they get what they get from most. Even if a dude is a dusty dick bastard, she figures like, well, I'm above this guy, I can talk shit to this guy, but it's a reflection on her.
Mm-hmm. Right, because if you're so above him, why are you with him in the first place? Go get a man on your supposed level if you're on a higher level, supposedly, than the guy that you're with. And that's my thing. Like, and I would implore you guys, all the guys,
all right,
when you see these ratchet bitches that show you this dumbass mentality and they're just not fucking worth anything, I know that you are men and that it is tempting, and that the most ratchet bitches simultaneously have the fattest asses. But please, I beg you, stop fucking them bitches, because that is the only validation that they know how to get. And for them, you don't see it that way, but for them, that is all that they need. All the validation that they need is that you fucked her. Even if you don't talk to her, even if you don't give her anything, even if you don't have a relationship with her, you know, or anything like that, or even if you don't engage her beyond that, especially if you fuck her more than once. She thinks that she has gotten you and that she has, got you around her little finger and all of that shit. She really does. That is her validation for her, since that's her validation, it doesn't give her any incentive to change anything, because for her, having sex with you was the goal. Especially if she could get a few dinners or something like that out of you as well, then that was her goal. That is her definition of being a boss bitch. That's her definition of running these niggas and all. Ronan, they think they bosses with this stupid shit. They
how are you
really
a boss
do.
bitch? How are you a boss bitch and your pussy was tip service? How?
But they don't see it that way. They think, oh, I got this bomb ass pussy, and all he could do is, ask me for this pussy, but he don't ask you for nothing else, because that's all that you have. But then deep in their minds, they know using it to their quote unquote advantage and to its fullest extent. And unfortunately for them, since they don't understand anything about femininity and how womanhood actually works or what it looks like, that to them is their femininity and the worth of their womanhood. So when a guy comes along and he addresses it or he pays any attention to it, that to her validates her. Therefore, she does not need to do anything to change her behavior. She doesn't need to do anything to act any different, because she's getting the type of attention from you that she's desiring. So as long as she's getting from you what she desires, there's no incentive to change. So if men by and large say, you know what, I'm not even gonna fuck a bitch like you. You don't even deserve the nut that come out of my, like, you don't deserve it. Like, I'm not even gonna give it to you. I don't give a fuck if it was 5 minutes or 50 minutes. You're not gonna get it. And so once you start depriving these bitches, ratchets are not people. Once you start depriving these bitches of even your dick, especially your dick, they'll start rethinking that shit. Like, wait a minute, these niggas ain't simping up after me and trying to get my pussy and my ass, me twerking my ass don't do what it used to do, and all that type of shit. Niggas is kind of passing me up, and they're going for these other women who aren't doing that. They're either gonna get right or get left.
So no more charity. You know I feel that.
No more charity. More charity.
May I add on to that, Kendra, though? Because in my experience, right, and it's not no thing towards you or nothing, but like it's always like the ones I fall for are the righteous chicks. You know what I mean? The bracelets and the everything, right? They the righteous chicks, right? But
man, that's a whole nother conversation, man.
Yeah. All right. So now here's how I break it down to you, right? Remember Angry Man did the thing about the 5 levels of chicks or whatever?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You got like the basic ratchets, and it goes up from there. Then you got the number 5 that can do all of the above. So my experience was like I got married young, young. And but she was doing, what y'all was talking about, and everything else though. Like she's cooking, she's helping with the laundry, she's helping with everything. You know what I mean? But then once I married her, it's like, everything just fell off. You know what I mean? Not immediately, but it fell off. I give some of it to postpartum. You know what I mean? I give some of it to me, and I give quite a lot of it to her. And you know what I mean? How she was raised though. But that goes to like, you trying to do good things. Oh, my friends joke with me like her mama pulled off quick as hell. Like, yeah, we got us one.
Wow.
It's fucked up.
Wow. See, that shit would have scared the shit out of me. Yeah. Like, what you mean you got you one? You got you one what?
Yeah, and Kendra, I done told you what I've been through, right? So, but you know, it's like that. So that's where a lot of us guys will get the mindset to where when we meet somebody like you, or you know what I mean, somebody that's just chill and will understand and just be a good woman, we're like, so when's the other shoe gonna drop? If you get me, you know, that's what, because it's like, damn, I was already a couple years in, then the other shoe dropped. Like, you know, what was it? I was doing what I thought it would, but I was still young though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just be like that sometimes. So I'm just trying to give you a man's perspective too, to why we might do certain things. So
you're not wrong about that. I mean, that's why I push for us, especially as guys, to have a very stern vetting process. Like, I've always mentally said, like, if they get cocky, they get sloppy. So sit back, let them do them, because they're being their natural selves. That gives you enough. They can't wait to give you the answers to what they're really about. So you just don't interfere. Now, when it comes to someone who's consistent, because all that twerking and all that extra stuff, that's nice, that's cool, but you get bored after a while. What else do you have to follow up with that? Now, if you have more depth, I mean, that stands out more than just a chick like, well, I got this ass and all these physical assets. Okay, gravity and time ain't on your side, so what you got? What else you got?
The wall is undefeated, ain't it?
The wall is undefeated, and it's heavy-handed.
No, somebody knocked half of that shit down. I ain't gonna say who, but the hair wrap must have superpowers.
We'll leave it at that.
Oh my God. It's like Carnell Black. Great advice, Kendra, but essentially you're telling a drug addict to stop doing 8-balls, especially when he had little to free access to it. And I understand that struggle. The bitches is just throwing pussy. I get it. You know, you're not gonna dodge all the pussy. You can't. But at the same time, men do have to set the standard of what they will accept, especially when you start talking about these long-term relationships and these marriages, because there's too many thought bitches getting married up. And that's where the real problem is coming in at too.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at thoughts and like, oh, well, she getting married, you know, doing the stupid shit that I'm doing. So this must be what dudes like. That this is the message that they are getting. This must be what dudes like, since they're wifing up and chasing bitches like Kim Kardashian, which got on the scene from doing a porn with Ray J of all people. Fucking Ray J.
All people.
You know what I'm saying? Who gets on by fucking Ray J? You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that shit?
That's like fucking the third string water boy.
Basically.
Yeah, like, who gets on with that shit? Like, ooh, girl, you would never believe who I fuck. Who, girl? The motherfucking backup water boy, y'all. He gonna give me tickets to the next game next year.
And like, what the get fuck? On the tour bus. Yeah, right.
Right.
Oh my God. You know what? Sucker niggas fucked up the game, Kendra.
Man, speak on that, man.
A simping nigga fuck up the game. Oh, you know, she giving me pussy though. What you getting out of it?
A bill.
You know, a bill, a headache,
bad
a child
credit.
Support. Niggas simp so hard, they getting child support for the stepkids.
Oh, goddamn. All right, I'm gonna leave that story alone.
Charles Irby said, "I have been rejecting the ratchets. They will disparage you. He must be gay." See, that is actually the hallmark of a ratchet. If you don't fuck her,
You have to be gay.
Then you must be gay.
No.
You see what I'm saying? That is her line of thinking because she only thinks in those terms. It couldn't possibly be that she's a ratchet because she'll swear down that she's not a ratchet. So it has to be that you're just into men because how dare you not be into this communal pussy that I have?
But wait a minute, aren't those the part-time carpet munchers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them the same bitches that eat pussy at the strip club.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the guy that loves sex so much. I am not going to risk my sexual member for the party punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, I got drink at home. I don't know what y'all put in that shit.
Yeah. I mean, no guys in no hurry to let his dick look like a Nestle Crunch bar. So I'm cool. I'm good.
God damn.
Call your shit Bumpy Johnson and shit.
For real, man.
Say Bumpy Johnson. Y'all are so silly.
Why'd you do this to me? Why?
I tell you, man. You see, it's a combination of Simpson ratchet bitches, man, are dangerous.
Yes.
Them ratchets that come out there with their $10 fucking leggings. You know, the ones that are so thin you can see through.
And they smell like $84.
They $3 at Dots.
You know, with their
they are $3 at Dots and Rainbow.
You know the rainbow. You know the rainbow superstars.
At Rainbow.
You talking about the ones that are stiff in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Sound like someone stepping on styrofoam and shit.
No, that's just because of the nasty bush she didn't shave.
She been wearing them for 3 days. That's all this shit coming up out of there.
Last time I seen
that's a light week.
Last time I heard about something 3 days, something had to resurrect.
Yeah, they wear that pink gear to a stink.
Told you, them bitches get all the affinity wigs. They get absolute power of the universe.
Hey Kendra, they be wearing them for 3 days. Then that's how Michael was born on American Horror Story.
Oh my god. Told you, man.
Y'all bitches do be wearing them goddamn leggings too long. You know what I'm saying? And that shit be dingy in the middle. You know how you get them little balls of them little balls of lint or whatever the fuck they are.
Oh my god!
Right in the middle where the bitch's thighs done rubbed together because she done had them on too goddamn long.
I got that
that be last week dried up. That they still ain't changed them. That's last week's work dried up.
Look like some fucking fucked up Velcro in the middle.
And God forbid you get close down there for whatever reason with your nose. Oh my Lord!
And see, this is the cardinal sin. If you're gonna wear leggings, at least have an ass. Ass be looking like a Tyson fight, all beat the fuck up.
All them gentrified cheeks.
It helps them out because a lot of these out here where I'm at, they didn't look like that in the summertime when they wasn't wearing them. But out here, all of them wear that, so it helps them out a little bit. It lifts it and shapes it a little bit, but. Yeah, that'll be a disappointment when you take it off. You'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Well, you'll hear that little Velcro sound when they peel it off, like
and it peel away from them little crust ass panties they got.
Like, where's dandruff coming from?
Let me tell y'all something, bitches, because see, the conversation always come back around to feminine hygiene,
man.
And I'm gonna let you know this something else, y'all bitches. If you have not shaved it, I'm talking about Hello Kitty. She needs to be a Sphinx kitty. Woo. You know, a Sphinx cat don't have no hair.
All right, full-grown lion.
So Wolverine,
y'all and walking around with them goddamn wolf monkeys. That shit is not the motherfucking business. Don't nobody want to go down on a wolf monkey. Do you feel me? All of that hair hold all them smells. You done came on your period, and it's them ill bitches. Shave that goddamn shit. Do not, show up nowhere with no furry ass wolf monkey. Don't nobody want to deal with that shit.
The dude got you saved on his phone called Blackbeard.
Hey, let me add on to this, Kendra.
Take your drawers.
Just for the guys
to be like, arr.
Just for the guys that might be listening too, right? You said women need to be in the shower, change their drawers every day. I prefer my woman in the shower twice a day, or bath. Shower in the morning, bath at night, whatever. But dudes, do not wash up. Once you're a grown man, you do not wash up. You do not do the I got my rag in the sink shit. No, that's until you get to like 8 years old. You know what I mean? You late for school. Other than that, motherfucker, hop your ass in the goddamn shower every day. You know what I mean? Like,
y'all need to take care of them. Y'all need to take care of them nuclear nuts, because everybody is not meant to sit there.
If you got a constant case of bat wing on your nuts, even in the wintertime when it ain't hot and sweaty, I'm gonna need you to do something with your dick, because all that hairy shit. I don't know who y'all want to be gargling balls with that hairy ass shit. No, shave some of that shit or cut it down or do something to it. Shit, you got to do something to that shit.
When you got a bitch calling you a Southern pro wrestler, like when she nicknamed me Dirty Dick Slater, you know,
God
damn. You need to wash your shit with some Clorox or something. God damn. Dick be smell like 4 quarters of fucking football and shit. That ain't right.
No man or woman should make homemade chemtrails and think that shit's cool.
I've been a garbage man before.
Bullet Two-Tone said, I like indigenous women and them not shaving, just saying. Then your sense of smell is either missing or you have just a strong constitution. Because there is no way because there is no washing in the world. And take this from a woman. It's because, see, y'all don't know what pussies go through. You see what I'm saying? Pussies go through a lot. And pussies go through a lot even when they clean. So I would hate to see what a pussy go through when it's dirty. So just take it from me as a woman. The difference between a bitch with a wolf monkey and a bitch without it that keep her pussy clean is a world of difference. All right? It is just a world of difference.
Yeah, you don't want to take off her pants and her shit run like the MGM lion. No, you don't want that
bitch shit. Just got a whole mane in her goddamn drawers.
Hey, but I do have to differ with you on one point, Kendra. Right. Okay, the way we live in America, right, is different than where you live somewhere else. You know what I mean? If you go out into the country, I'm talking about even in America, but then if you leave the country, people smell different. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so like when I was in Ghana, right, they was like, American people stink because we got all the deodorant with all the extra shit on. You know, it's like you can wash and use regular soap and you don't have to do all the extra shit. Like, don't have the deodorant that smell extra. Just have something that's put salt under your arms. You know what I mean? But people actually out there, they love the musk. You know what I mean? If you're not musty, then you don't smell good. Depending on where you go in the world.
They can keep that shit wherever they keep that, because I have met people that believe that and they stink.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean,
I understand what you're saying because I
you don't like Indian food, so I don't like Indian food.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I mean, I've run into the different cultures and how they do things, and you know, they don't think that deodorant is necessary. But see, if you're not gonna put it on deodorant, I don't care if you don't put it on, but I don't want to smell you. So if you don't put on deodorant, You cannot have it on. That's your choice. But you're going to have to wash your ass more than you do.
Yeah. Underarms more offensive than a racist cop. God damn.
Now, when I was down there, we was on there three showers a day though, because you get out and walk for breakfast and it's over with.
Damn.
You done sweated your shirt out.
Tell you what, I was in fucking Kuwait. I was in fucking Kuwait, right? Yeah. And they had like this cleaning service for your uniforms before we went into Iraq, right? And you know, God bless me with this big, broad Nubian nose that picks up smell like Wolverine and shit. And you had these motherfuckers smell like a sub shop.
Damn.
Nigga, I mean, motherfucking arms were kicking like they had 8th degree black belts. I mean, had more funk than George Duke Parliament and James Brown put together. And I'm like, yo. And he had the nerve to be like, hey, buddy, wanted to hug me. And, you know, he caught 2 in the chest. You know, it was like, dude, I thought, like, why'd you hit me? You hit me first.
Hit my nostrils.
Like, god damn. I mean, you can imagine how his balls would smell if your armpits smell like kryptonite.
Man.
Hey, that's the entire state of high school wrestling team smell all in one locker room.
Bullshit. 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 I'd kick your ass even worse on the mat if you stunk. I remember one dude, he didn't wear deodorant, man. I fucked him up for 6 minutes straight. I kept throwing him around. Dirty. I sound like some really, you dirty bitch.
Right.
Nasty motherfuckers. Oh my god.
But I've been meaning to ask, like, Kendra, like, what do you suggest, like, as far as bridging the gap? Because it shouldn't make a topic like this is necessary to talk about, but it doesn't make sense seeing it in real time. It's just like, why is it a rarity?
And it doesn't make sense on either side, because for the men, like I get it, because when you've been hurt, you do put a wall up. You put up your defenses, just like a woman would. You know, she been hurt. She, you know, been dogged out, quote unquote, by a dude, and so the next dude either got to pay or she don't believe it. You know, so she's got her defenses up and everything. And it's weird on the other side too, because women like me, it still gets a little confusing, even though I understand where it's coming from. It's almost like, but I'm making it too easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving you the test, but then I turn around and gave you the cheat sheet. So I'm trying to figure out what's so hard about a little attention, a call every once in a while, and coming to kick it. Like, I'm making it super easy. And it's like, in my thinking, for my personal situation, it's like, if I make it really easy, there's no excuse for you not to do it. But then I think that scares them even more. It's like, okay, this is too easy. Why is she making this shit so fucking easy? So it's interesting on both sides of that spectrum to be the one that with the wall, and then having to try to vet everybody and try to assess who's on bullshit and who's not. And it's a catch-22, because you don't want to be hurt, so you leave. But the only way to vet somebody is to see how they move in different situations. And then you get to make a proper assessment of that person and say, okay, this person is full of shit because what they say doesn't match up to what they do. Or, you know, this person seems genuine because they're pretty consistent. So it's weird on both sides. I don't know what men would do to try to, I don't want to say get over it, but to try to let a woman in, it's hard to say that because so many, they're not wrong. It's so many women on bullshit that they're not actually wrong. Like, I can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I can say is to the ladies, you know, y'all ratchets fucking up the game for me. And I don't really appreciate it. You making shit harder than it need to be for me, and I'm trying to make shit easy. So I'm coming behind you bitches, and he's already fucking scarred from your bullshit. So he don't trust not a damn thing I'm talking about. He think I'm playing or just on some other type shit because he just don't understand why the fuck would I have a different mindset. The last 50 bitches he been dealing with had the same mindset. Why are you different?
It's gonna lots to think about. I mean, I don't think you're making it too easy because it should be simple. It shouldn't be complicated. You know, if I like you, I'm trying to get to know you, I fuck with you. That's how it should be. As far as I say, in my perspective, I'd suggest just see what they do. Just give them enough room. I mean, not saying like a 90-day contract, none of that. But every day they say something, okay, let's see if that matches up. And not to be real stern about it, but certain things, you know, yeah, okay, I'm not going to put up with that. But if they are consistent for the most part, see how far it goes. And especially because we're going to be tested. No matter how we try to dodge it or anything, we're going to be tested. So that's how I would suggest seeing, like, mutually, if she's on something solid, cool. And she keeps on going. And plus, if I can see with the people I deal with that really matter, I gauge what they think, but I have the final decision, you know, but that's just from what I see. But the whole ratchet stuff, I already know right off top if they're sitting there talking stupid, or I could just tell now. My radar said if they're limited, I'm already turned the fuck off. And there's some who've been fine. I mean, there's some chicks who had some shit that was hotter than the flames of Olympus. But seeing well, for example, there was this chick I knew that, yeah, we were great sexually, but the fact that she lied to me about having 5 kids, and I found out the hard way, that was a deal breaker for me. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it because her rationale was, well, you don't have to worry about them. It's just me and you. I said, bitch, that's a package deal. They're extensions to you. I mean, that you have fuck trophies. I don't. So for you to sit there and basically hide that from me, what else are you hiding? That was my whole mindset. And the fact that she would leave him in at the house, and she said like she had a babysitter coming, and she would spend the night. And the only thing that kept them from the elements was like a cheap ass lock and a wooden door. I felt I took responsibility for that because, like, look, if you talk about you want to be relationship and husband material and all this other stuff, I gotta look at stuff like that. How am I going to provide and protect naturally if you are not providing me the information to do what I'm supposed to do? Can't do it.
Yeah. Wolf and Beta Close makes some pretty good points. One thing he said, when I was not fully in my masculinity, I could sense those women. I backed off because I wasn't ready to match that level of femininity with what I had masculinity wise. And then he went on to say, hence why the dude said you're not going to control them. They gracefully bowed out pretty much. Real recognize real, but fake recognize real too.
I believe that.
I have to agree with that. I would have to agree with that. Because when I was younger and ran into a grown ass man, I knew I wasn't on that level. Like I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like on prom night, which was my 18th birthday, the guy that was taking our pictures was a black guy, and he owned the photography company. And he was like 34, 33 or 34, something like that. And he was really coming on to me. But I knew I can't do nothing with this man. This is a man. Like a man. Like, I'm still 18. I'm still, answering to my mama. No, I can't. It's like I can't even, lift that cannon. So I was like, it's okay. And I'm smiling. I'm flattered because he was handsome. And that a man who owned his own business and whatnot would even think to say anything to me. I mean, yeah, you 18, but he was like, no, I want to date you. I'm like, oh, and that actually scared me. Like, oh, wait a minute, you talking about, you want a woman? I'm not a woman yet. Not yet. I'm entering into. I'm a fledgling. In my womanhood. It's not flourished yet. I don't know what to do with you. You gonna put that man dick on me. I'm gonna be crazy. I already knew I was gonna be crazy. Like, you'll never have me out here just crazy, trying to figure out why you don't want me no more and all that shit.
With a flashlight in the daylight.
Yeah, looking for that nigga. That's that slash your tires shit. And I just didn't want to be that woman that was gonna slash your tires.
So you didn't want to do that Color Purple cry?
No. I didn't want to do that. I ran into a couple of guys that I knew. I was like, you know what? If you fuck with him, you're gonna bash his windows out.
You ain't getting that one. You ain't getting it back.
No, he gonna have you all twisted up. Like,
stay away from Long Dick Larry.
Yeah, you ain't ready for that one. You think you ready, but you ain't ready for that one. What kind of dog you got, Ronan?
He's a cheap-in. He's an asshole. Just I mean, he tries that cute demeanor, but he's a little demon with fur. So.
What kind of dog is he?
Mixed with Chihuahua and miniature pinscher.
Oh, so he an ankle biter.
He's more like a punk, but he can be. He'll bark and run off and then bark at you again. That's how. But I get what you're saying as far as with recognizing that level of person. Either you're dealing with a ratchet, a low level person, or you're dealing with somebody that's above your pay grade at the time, and that does say a lot. So I believe we have to use that to our advantage. Especially nowadays where you have people who are trying to play the role, but over time they reveal who they really are. Because I mean, we have some. I wouldn't say bad actors per se, there are, but we have some decent actors that can get away with stuff for a time.
For a time, yeah. That's true. And it's just interesting.
I don't think you're asking for much, really. You ain't.
I don't think I'm asking for much because I think it was Wolf who said earlier in the chat that I'm in the same position now that I was in before, where guys were passing me up. They wouldn't date me because I was wife material. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna mess with you because I'm not looking for you right now. I'm looking for something else. So we're just going to leave you to the side. And, for men, that is honorable. I'm not going to sort of fuck you over because you're not that girl that I want to fuck over. But at the same time, for the girl, which in this case would be me, it's like, come on. I'm not even asking for you to commit. I'm not asking for anybody to commit. They don't need to, we don't need to walk down any aisle at all. We can just chill. Like, just let the vibe go the way it's going. If we're vibing and everything's cool, then just let it be cool. I don't know what the problem is. Just let it be cool. It's like they get scared. To just I think they're scared of where it could go or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe it's a fear of what you both will uncover about each other. I mean, there's some people who are hiding some stuff about themselves. Like they they like to have a mask. Like, you're supposed to fall in love with that mask. And when you look behind that mask, you might see something that's, scary to them. And they're not willing to address it.
Mm-hmm. That Pennywise ass shit.
Yeah, that shit. But if you're really honest with yourself, more or less, and that other person, you guys could tackle a lot of stuff. Just how, you and your husband, dealt with some of the issues you were dealing with and some of the things he was dealing with. That takes a level of maturity between two people who are looking to build something.
Yeah, it's true.
Most are content with living a lie. Actually, a lot of people are looking for co-signers for the lies they live.
That's true too.
Yeah. And then some people get tackled together because, she got the shoulders of JJ Watt.
Oh my goodness. What I'm gonna do with you, Charles? Nothing. I can't do nothing with you.
Hey.
I don't know. The same thing many women do with you. It was funny, like a lot of girls that never paid attention to me in high school give me all this attention now. And they were like, I didn't know you were this charming and shit. I was like, well, bitch, you should have spoke to me then. Motherfucker. Like, oh my God, I didn't know. I was like, see, that's what happened when you dated losers. Well, I'm a loser too, but I talk about too much shit not to really truly lose. Just set that.
I mean, there's a difference, man. I mean, a lot of us have taken L's, but some people live that loser life to the fullest.
Oh man, you ain't lied about that shit. Them motherfuckers wear that L like it's an S on Superman's chest.
All right, I mean, they'll wear the L. They wear the L better than deodorant, which is sad.
You're only a loser when you accept it.
Yeah.
Like you only fail when you stop trying. You know what I mean? Like people come up from nothing and make the greatest. You know what I mean? It's people that be on the top that fall to the bottom though. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all in your mind. Are you a loser or not? And then that's what's gonna make up your mind. It's not anybody else doing it. It's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta realize that a lot of these guys out there, man. This is all the dudes in the panel who are young. You gonna take your L's, but you walk like you got the biggest dick in the room. That's what you need to do. You need to still have that confidence about you. Learn from your L, and put that dick on your shoulder. Just walk, strut that motherfucker out. Because a lot of these guys out there, for some odd reason, still chase the girls that don't want them.
Okay, so
a lot of time. Oh, go ahead, Kim.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because what creates simps is a lot of times the guys will chase forever and a day the women that don't want them or don't want to be a part of the program. Find somebody you're compatible with. Stop trying to chase that 9 who got the personality of a cinder block. We all been there.
Charles, once you get around the room, that word will get around to that woman that you had been chasing back then.
And then you wasted 5-10 years. You finally get her. And you be like, I can't stand this bitch. Shit.
So William Harris III said, another take, and I know it's shallow. However, brothers could like your vibe and not be 100% attracted to you, and doesn't want feelings to grow on either side. In a way, it's kind of honorable, yet slept or whatever. I would accept that if we didn't see each other in person, and if they didn't tell me certain shit like they got aroused at least several times while I was just sitting in front of them talking. See, you can't say that your dick is hard and not be physically attracted, because that when lay eyes on somebody, you know whether or not you're physically attracted to them right away. And there's no mistake on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, nope, I'm not attracted to that person physically. Like the conversation was okay, but nope, it's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. This isn't gonna happen. But see, I meet pretty fast because I want to get that out of the way. So we'll go to a Starbucks or something and we'll meet the same day. Like if I talked to you and met you online or something, oh, you're here, you're busy? Nope. Let's go over to the watch and get that out of the way. Because pictures are one thing, but I notice a lot of times pictures don't do justice. Because I was several guys, the pictures were okay, but then they looked way better than their picture. So, it's like, okay, let's get that out of the way. And like, I like to get it out of the way first or as quickly as possible so that if you're not physically attracted to me, we can just end this. But what they'll do is they'll talk a couple of days after. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, wow. And they want to see you again. They want to be around you again. They want to, and then, doop, dead.
That's crazy.
So I'm trying to get the physical thing out of the way because I know men are visual. Yes, they want to see you.
I think it's a little more than that. I mean, granted, we're visual, but we're like not just physically as far as her physicality or anything like that. See how she thinks. See what she does. Who she associates with. Because that paints a real serious picture of what am I dealing with, what am I willing to deal with, and where do I place her. Because there's some you like talk a good game, but you see like, okay, I can do this and that, and then I'll keep moving. Or this chick is something else. Let me see more. So just showing curves and whatnot, that's cool. But seeing how you think and do, that adds a whole lot of information about you. See how you think, see what you read or hell, what you pay attention to. I mean, you're not going to get too much out of a chick who lives off reality television and gossiping girlfriends. Really ain't.
I agree with that shit. Can a bitch have a hobby? God damn. Yeah. I ain't talking about shopping. Yeah. I went to a speed dating event. All these chicks with master degrees. What's your hobby? Shopping. Oh my God. They were like, do you go, like, I just travel to go to places to do more shopping. I was like, you're boring as fuck.
Hey, Charles, you need to come up here, man. All these chicks up here like fishing and hunting and camping and what I mean?
Because they white bitches. I don't date white bitches.
No, it's a few natives and some black chicks out here too. Do the same thing.
The only thing a white chick can do for me is show me with a black one, though. Okay. I don't know Sally Jesse Raphael looking big strong.
Oh no, they be in shape because they be running because they know these white dudes ain't gonna like them if they out of shape.
Of course they in shape. They gotta fight bears and shit.
They'll go to the gym with you. They'll go to the gym with you, get all the white girls looking at you, and then the white men is gonna send the black women over there to you because now if the white man is wondering where all they women went, then now all the black chicks gonna start looking at you. So now it's a win.
Well, Kurt, you gotta understand something. I never had trouble with a black woman looking at me.
Yeah, no, me neither. But I'm not in shape though. I'm, you know what I mean. But I'm just regular.
Women just like what they want. Shit. I'm just lucky I'm the flavor of the month sometimes. That's all. Shit. Chicks be like, that's why you weren't that good anyway. Well, last time I checked, you can't unscramble eggs, you can't untuck a dick, so stop complaining.
Well, sound like the shit I gotta put up with.
Yeah, my nephew My nephew died over here.
Can't unscramble eggs. Can't unsuck a dick. That's awesome.
Cheap things in the world you can't do. Oh my god. He'd be like, how do you think of this shit off the top of your head? I don't know.
It's off the comic books. I know who can unscramble it. You gotta have one of them jewels though.
Oh, shit.
Make you forget.
Oh man, that was one of my coldest arguments with this one chick. I hate arguing, especially in front of an audience. That's why you and shit. Da, 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 da. Like, look, you can't unsuck this dick, loud as shit in front of a woman. It just walked off. It just walked off, and everybody just looked at her like she farted in the middle of the motherfucker. She was so. Look, now you see what I don't like. I don't like embarrassment, so don't embarrass yourself. Yeah.
So now, what you gonna do with a bad one like that, but that knows all the comic book stories and everything else?
The real her will show up.
I've dealt with one like that, and
yeah.
She's the one. Well, I haven't really dealt with her like that. She paid for dinner though, but it's like
that's the start of them. That's where they start. Yep.
Well, you got to think about it. You can't call somebody a beta male if you pay for dinner.
You really can't.
Because that's alpha as fuck if a woman pays for your first date out for dinner. Okay. You invited me. I didn't invite you.
You're saying too much now.
She knew all. She was a Star Wars comic book, all that anime fan. But some women do this crucial flaw. They tell too much of their business one way or another. So, and I enjoyed the date. I said next date on me. Blah 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 blah. It was real fun. Let me see. I'm a smart man. I'm not brilliant, I'm not stupid either, but I'm smart enough to know that every creature in the world is only busy because they want to be, correct, fellas?
Yeah.
I concur.
And what happened was she had this blog that she would type up. And I mean, she was bad. I mean, she was like half black, half white. Her dad was from Ireland or some shit. Her mom was from over here, had more curves in the Beltway.
Oh,
so, you would think to yourself, what is a pretty motherfucker like you doing single? Something does not compute. So you read the blogs. Oh, you were dealing with a dude for a year on and off, and it took you a year to find out you were the side bitch.
Well,
and she was like, we got into a discussion where her homegirl, her and this homegirl has like a show. Not gonna name it. They're not worthy to be up here to be spoken on Kendra's channel. And she disliked what I said. And one thing that turned me off about her was she used the phrase toxic masculinity. So I asked her, what the fuck is toxic about masculinity? Well, we're under the patriarchy. I said, well, chick, if we're under such patriarchy, doesn't that keep you from being responsible for yourself? Under patriarchy, we give you welfare, quote unquote, if it was a patriarchy, but it truly isn't. But yet, for under a patriarchy, why are all the women getting more of the educated jobs? Why are y'all getting all the benefits? And then she called me a beta male. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, same old
That's why I was thinking what I was thinking earlier. But
so I had to put her business out there. How am I a beta male if you're paying for the dinner dates? How would I'll be a beta male when beta male just means you're second in command. You're one that follows. It doesn't mean you're the military guy. It's not, sometimes being a subordinate is not a bad thing because you're learning. A lot of times it isn't. And you know what I told her? I said alpha just means people follow you. You're the one responsible. So when you learn your terms, you can actually put them in proper context instead of trying to insult people with them. But I told her, you know, at least I'm not in the Heartbreak Hotel about being a side bitch. And she looked at me like, huh? Like, yeah. Yeah. Like, and people were like, even my whole boy who saw it, he's like, you actually said that? Come on now. You don't do that with me. And I try to keep it as respectful as possible, but then she tried, well, that's the reason why you can't get. I said, if I don't have problem with women. It's the fact that most men go through what I go through. You just want to get one that you could deal with all the time. We all got shit with us. It's the fact of the matter, can I deal with your shit? And that's what a lot of women don't understand. Like when you meet a Kendra, like she said earlier, men become phobic towards women like her because we dealt with so much shit that the Mario brothers couldn't go through a plumber, couldn't go through a drain pipe that deep to take it all. Okay? We're phobic because we look at her like, okay, this is too good to be true. She's gonna act crazy just about now. Okay, she ain't that crazy yet? Okay, let's see what else. So it becomes a system of not being fair to women like Kendra Katz or Char Willie and other beautiful women in the chat that we don't give them a chance because we've been scorned and burnt for so long.
Well, having, my respective scars, I come to the mindset to where I take every individual woman on a case-by-case basis. They start with a clean slate until they dirty it up.
Yes.
So I get why some of the fellas are in the associations that they're with because it is frustrating. It is tiring. But once you see real, once you recognize real, you have to prepare yourself to not just accept it, but to deal with it. The phony chicks, those are expected. They show the typical signs. They come with the typical script. Many variations of it, but you're going to see the same old material. Toxic masculinity or whatever keywords that pop like, okay, and I know what I'm dealing with now. But when you got a chick who is solid and proven, now you got to ask yourself, what am I going to do to keep and maintain this? Because this might be something serious, very serious. So in the presence of that, we had to adjust to those changes as well. The ratchets, that's the same old thing. It's like eating the same old oatmeal every day. But when you have someone who offers something other than just ass and agony, now you as a man, okay, look, I got a chick who's got depth. Now I can show how much depth I have openly. Because most times you deal with chicks, you can only show them so much. Like, okay, you're just a preview channel. All right, you're going to be here for a while. All right, you only go see so much. But a solid chick, now she gets to see certain layers about you that are not privileged to other people. And that adds a lot more depth, not to each other, but to the situation you guys are building.
May I add to that?
Sure. Go ahead.
So, to me, it seems like it's like we feel like, well, I know me, I can speak for me, but like a lot of people I know, we have too much shit with us that if we see somebody that looks like they ain't got that much shit with them, you know what I mean? Like she ain't got that much shit with her, that much baggage, you know what I mean? I got a whole wagon cart and here she come with the little dainty Coach purse type, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, I'm putting too much on her. And she this good, and you know what I mean? It's like you fear of living up to the standard, and that cycle will cause you not to live up to the standard because you fear you won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a cycle. It's like if you don't think you can do it, then you won't do it, and then therefore you didn't do it, so your thought was right.
But it's funny you mentioned that because like seeing the backwards bitches I used to mess around with. I took a little time, like I took a sabbatical, and I had to like look, what is it about me that's attracting these retards? So after a few years, and it took that long. Okay, this is what I see. There's certain things I'm doing, or certain things I'm, I guess, putting out there that these retards are recepting. So I took a little time to work on what I need to do. Not just my approach, but how I viewed myself. And the only thing is, like, really one of the major differences is perspective. Like you say, with fear, you assume she might not be able to handle what we deal with, and vice versa. So when you deal with a person, like as an individual, be honest, not just with them, but mainly yourself. Okay, learn the power and ability of empathy, which a lot of relationships are lacking. And okay, well, I understand where you're coming from. And some things I can't be the hero sometimes. Sometimes I do more assistance in listening and seeing them walk themselves through their situation, and vice versa. Because some things that we deal with, a woman can only just try to support you from a distance because you don't want her near ground zero. You just don't, if you care about her. And you know, I think there's a whole lot of misunderstandings out here that we stand behind, I guess, as a measure, a tower of safety. But really, some of them things have to come down. They really do. Because a lot of us find these things to hide in, like, you know, reality television or family and so-called friendly expectations that you don't even live by. Or you try to adapt, but they don't fit you. You have to learn how to walk your own walk. Same thing as her. So when you guys are in your genuine selves, like, look, this is me. This is raw, unedited, unscripted. This is what I bring, and vice versa. Let's do this thing. Let's write our own shit. Not this whole cookie cutter nonsense where we got to be what we see on television or what we grew up, you know, learning. Because a lot of us are taught to be dysfunctional, not taught how to operate as a unit.
Mm-hmm. Now, William Harris the third, I don't think that you are coming for me by saying that. Like I said, it's, you know, you meet a guy here and there, and there's no spark. You know, the conversation was okay, then you meet him, and no, he either was not physically attracted to me or vice versa. I don't mind about that. Mm-hmm. I don't mind if a guy is not physically attracted to me. I've never been that girl that all the guys just raved over because she was so fucking fine. I've never been that girl anyway. So that doesn't bother me at all. I'm prepared for that.
That's bullshit, Kendra. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well, I haven't ever been that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were always girls who physically were prettier than me. Most of my friends were prettier than me. But
that's bullshit. I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
I'll say it's bullshit. but no, but that's real though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to develop the other qualities because of that. You know what I'm saying? When you're not a 9 or 10 or 8, where people are just kind of falling all over themselves to be around you and fawn over you and say how fine you are, then you have to do other things to yourself or with yourself, or, you know what I'm saying? You have to make other improvements. You have to compete, basically. And that's why I get on women and like, okay, compete, because just there aren't a whole lot of 8, 9s, and 10s in the world. There's this small percentage of them. Most of us are 6s and 7s. So you have to do something else to be attractive to men, and that'll make you physically attractive. And being in shape is one, having a good attitude is another. You know what I'm saying? Men will be forgiving if you're not a 10 because they know 10s are rare. So, you know, I mean, a 10 is a fantasy anyway. And so, you know what I'm saying? They'll take you at a 7 and you got a nice attitude and your body's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to squawk about that, because a lot of the ladies that guys have shown me and that they thought were some bad bitches that they were with, I'm looking at the pictures like, she ain't cute, but I don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him to feel like he ain't got good taste in women, you know, whatever.
But Kendra, you're right. There's no such thing as a 10. In my opinion, and when I'm not trying to brag on myself, but I've had some nice women in my life. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about like mind wise, body wise. You know what I mean? Support wise, everything. You know what I mean? Like I've had nice women in my life that you know what I mean I dealt with, and there's no such thing as a 10. It's like an 8 is the cap, and everything else about you. You know what I mean? And the 8 is just being like a 6 physically. You know what I mean? Because you can do things mentally and emotionally that'll put you up to the 10, no matter what. You know what I mean? But just being cute get you like 9 points right there.
It'll help your relationship. It'll help your relationship credit score, but I mean, are we?
But judging? A bad attitude will deduct just as heavily. Just as heavily.
Major hit. Major hit.
Okay, so Dre Raphael said, some people brought it on themselves. I don't feel like I need to explain why I bounced. Or rather, previously he said, y'all trying to make me feel bad for ghosting some chicks. What do you think if you emotionally abused them in the relation and then once you go, they try to change? Are there exceptions? I mean, you know, the ghosting happens at the fledgling part of the relationship. Yeah. If you can even call it a relationship, it's more of the getting to know you stage. So I'm not owed an explanation, which is why I don't get mad. My question is why the ghosting if you claim you like that person or you really into that person or you know what I'm saying? Like you really into that person and then suddenly you're the one that stops talking to them. And it's like, I was the same person as 3 days ago. I didn't switch up. So what's wrong with you? And so that was more the question. I mean, they don't owe me an explanation. It's not like we were in some long-term fucking relationship and then they just broke up with me and didn't say nothing. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't feel no type of way as far as, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my feelings is just so hurt and I'm just so crushed. It was more of a question like, okay, that's where this came from. Are our men so emotionally scarred from dealing with bullshit that they don't really know how to react to a woman that when they don't have to deal with the bullshit?
Hey, Kendra,
I would like to add something to you, crew. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me just say, Kendra, what was that movie that came out back when we were kids from Aurora? We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Wayne's
World. You know what I mean? That's how niggas feel right now. They're not worthy. They're not worthy. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You know what I mean? Because the real dude would like just step up and say, "Look, okay," and this that. Like you said, dude didn't want to get controlled. You know what I mean? But like shit, what's wrong with getting controlled by a woman that's on the same page as you? You know what I mean?
Like I understand exactly what you're saying. And see, before I address the troll,
okay. Here we go.
I definitely understand what you're saying because I mean he like clarified it. He was like, you know, your femininity is so strong. I feel he basically felt like he would be more yielding to me. And then I laughed and I said, that's what femininity is supposed to do. It's supposed to do that. That's the effect that real femininity is supposed to have that effect on a masculine man. And that doesn't make him a simp. Because like I said, my husband was accommodating to me, but he wasn't a simp. He just understood what he had. Why oppose? If I'm not trying to force him, I want him to do something. I don't ask for very much. And I put on some feminine charm to get him to do it. Something he kind of want to do anyway. He gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna get rewarded, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? For doing whatever I wanted, which is gonna be something small like, oh, I want that pair of shoes. Now, we're not even talking about a $200 pair of shoes. We're talking about a $50 pair of gym shoes. You see what I'm saying? That I wanted. And
that's the big thing that y'all did it for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what y'all actually did it for. You know what I mean? The thing you wanted him to do that he didn't want to do, but you made him do it because of your femininity, was the thing he really wanted to do in the first place. So that's a benefit. Plus, you get the other benefit extra. You know.
Now, I'm sorry. You may go ahead, Ronnie. Oh, because I was going to address. Tarika is back as a troll. First of all, I see you, so you're not unblocked. You're not blocked. Women are welcome here. Just assholes aren't welcome here. And you have basically proven yourself to be an asshole. This is the problem. You see what I'm saying? You're basically an asshole, Tarika. And I have invited you to the panel to talk, but you are a keyboard warrior. Oh. And I'm giving you more shine than you are deserved of because you come from the wig camp, and I should shut all of y'all down. But you serve as such good examples of the fuckery to which I refer till I'm hard pressed to shut you down because it's just so easy. You make it too fucking easy. Rewarded through sex equals prostitution, not a relationship. So you don't fuck your man. That's yet another bundle skunk trait. You want your man to do all of this different shit for you, pay your bills, take your shit, you know what I'm saying? Let you talk shit, take care of your fucking kids, all this shit without saying a word, and then you want to, distribute the pussy, you know what I'm saying, under strict rations and shit. He might get some pussy one day out of the week. If you're not giving pussy to him, you're giving it to some fucking body else. So ain't nobody fucking stupid. Yes, you do reward your husband with fucking sex. You do. That's exactly what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. He does some shit that you like, you fucking toot that ass up in the air. That's what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. You feel me? Because you don't want him to say no shit about when that rent due. And you don't want him to call you a fucking trick because he's paying. So what is that?
In certain instances.
He's fucking paying your shit. And then you don't want to fucking, you know what I'm saying, do what the fuck you gotta do. All he want is for you to be able to follow a order here and there, be able to cook something that don't come out of a fucking frozen pizza box, and be able to fucking suck dick like a porn star. This is what the fuck he wants you to do. And y'all bitches act like that shit is some hard pressed shit when you do it for fucking free any fucking way. Well, the sex part you do for free, the other shit you can't do.
Preach, Kendra. Preach.
Well, this is what happens when skunk. But every time we have a discussion, you have chicks who either their pussy is ashy or whack, or fucking her clit is made out of wood, or any of these chicks who follow the plastic truck nuts order come out here talking shit because they're trying to leverage the best out of a guy with the bare minimum. But that's all they got. That's all they have. They're out there stressing their dildo out. How's a dildo have fucking crow's feet? from you wearing that motherfucker out to the batteries don't even want to go in no more. And you're giving her plenty of times to state her position. Look, ain't nobody gonna sit there and like mute you. Speak your truth. But she really is. It's an ugly truth. But okay, if a guy does fuck with a chick like you, either his credit score is fucked up, his self-worth is fucked up, or that's the best he can do. He's a hobosexual. Either one of them. He ain't fucking with you because you bring value to the table. You just, all right, occasionally get my dick kind of wet with help. And that's it. Green cards ain't hard to come by, so fucking you ain't no benefit.
Right. And I'm trying to figure out the same thing. First of all, thank you, Alan, for your contributions. Greatly appreciated.
And your wig stink.
Yeah, I wasn't the one. I wasn't the only one who saw that post about your sex life. That's why you getting loud. You got 3 or 4 men at your disposal. But the problem is, don't nobody on YouTube know about my sex life, including you and your wig. Your wig don't know either. I know it got a lot of information that it passes to you, but it don't know either. Okay? Worry about your pussy. What about yours? Ratchet ass bitch. What about your motherfucking pussy? Don't worry about what my nice, clean baby oil pussy is doing. Worry about what your trash ass wolf monkey is doing. It's running amok in the fucking jungle. You need to get that motherfucker, trank it, and fucking lock it up. That's what the fuck you need to do.
You know what, Kendrick? We really have to address this sometime. It's like chicks like her and, you know, the other one I ain't gonna mention. A lot of these chicks, their womb is nothing but a passionless dick dungeon. To where if you throw dick in there, you're gonna get nothing but nagging. You're gonna get chafing on the head of your dick and stress.
No,
shit, that's awful.
No, Tarika. See, if you get on the panel, what you're scared of is that I won't roast you. I'm roasting you because you're not on the panel.
I'll roast you.
I invited you on so that you can say that shit in real fucking time. But you don't want to say that shit. You don't want to say that shit in real time because you know that shit is fucked up. What you talking about? You see what I'm saying?
Bring your assy pussy on.
Your sex life become a rumor mill on YouTube when don't nobody fucking know about your fucking sex life. When I talk about my husband, that's in the past because he is passed away. So whatever I talk about him is old. And you are a liar. You lying on me right in my motherfucking my show. You come in the chat room to fucking lie. Why don't you pay attention to that motherfucking chupacabra between your fucking legs?
That old angry sticker.
That fucking capybara you got living between your motherfucking legs. Get the capybara, comb it, tame that motherfucker. He wild. It's a he too. It ain't even a fucking female. It's a goddamn dude.
Is it normal for a pussy to have bald spots?
I don't even know. Capybaras, I think when they get mange, it be a couple bald spots here and there. When the motherfucker get real mangy. Your pussy mangy, bitch? Is your pussy mangy? You got a bad case of motherfucking mange on your pussy, bitch? Do you? Because then nobody tell your punk ass to come back up in my motherfucking chat room.
Well, I mean, my question is, what does she have to gain in here?
Because she wants to be a troll. Hide that stupid bitch.
Damn.
Just get her the fuck off my channel.
She needs to troll a dick. But then a dick has to stand up and be excited to be there. So now, well, go somewhere eat pussy. Well, then the pussy has to get wet, so you can't get that glazed donut look. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta do something. Pawn your pussy, put it in collections or something. I don't know, but something ain't right. Because a happy chick ain't really online talking and doing shit and fucking with motherfuckers.
Look, like that. The only place that's gonna accept that is you go in the grocery store lately. It's about Christmas time. That guy dressed in that Santa Claus suit. Throw that shit in that change bin.
Yeah, the Salvation Army pussy.
Yeah, that motherfucking Goodwill pussy. Trashy bitch.
See, I think they're
fucking live stream with
them. I think they're upset. I think they're upset the fact that like the 2019 version of Kelly's Blue Book gave them the rating on their pussy, and they're upset about the fucking, where it stands. Some aren't worth a Snapple top. Others, maybe a half-eaten bag of Takis and I don't know, Capri Sun. Just ain't worth fucking. Like, is there sand dripping out of your pussy or something? Or can you polish wood with your pussy? I don't know.
See, that's the thing. That's what Kendra was saying though. Like these ratchet ones is throwing it out here and fucking up the market. It's like when Mansa Musa went on his Hajj. Like they were just throwing it out there and it fucked up the economy for 10 years.
True. A chick that has substance, she's not limited to her actions in the bedroom. Like, her sexuality isn't her big joker. It's just another power card in the deck. But
it's gotta be at least a queen.
See, what these bitches is mad about is that they don't know how to get men's attention without fucking. So it's difficult for them to believe that I can hold YouTube men attention for longer than 5 seconds and not be sucking dicks. Okay? They don't understand that type of shit, because that's the only way that they can get a man to say anything to them or do anything with them or pay them any fucking attention at all. So I gotta be fucking y'all, because there is no fucking way in the world that I could be sitting and having a fucking conversation with you or Crew or BGS or Charles or Angry Man or any of you guys with any type of sense or intelligence behind it without actually fucking you, which is disrespectful as fuck, because I don't know if y'all got wives or girlfriends or what the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what y'all got, and it's disrespectful to y'all, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because me and none of y'all have ever hooked up like that, or you know what I'm saying, or any of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get behind the scenes and talk crazy with none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand that type of shit, because they whole crew ain't nothing but wolf monkeys. That's a problem right there. How your motherfucking whole crew ain't got not a hard dick among them. That's the part of the fucking problem. If y'all could get a dick, if you could just get a dick and let it fuck you, that's one that's attached to a man. I'm gonna need it to be flesh and blood. Okay, a flesh and blood dick. Y'all need one that is attached to a man. If any of you bitches can open that goddamn warehouse of a pussy you got and let a man, you know what I'm saying, throw something in there like the fucking pit, like a swamp pit, and fuck you in it one time, readjust your back one last fucking time, you might be happier. Like, what the fuck? Because I know I get crabby when I don't have dick for a while. You know, it's like that commercial when you eat the Snickers, you're not yourself before you eat. Bitch, you're not yourself until you get a dick.
But you're looking at those who need to tune up long time ago. Just turn your pussy in. It's already been a buy here, pay here type of situation anyway. So
even the state got exhaust emissions tests and shit like that. Shit, they got to check them every now and again, anyways.
Well, I mean, to the point like where they're doing the shit they're doing, they might as well just put their pussy in the pull apart. Just somebody could use a halfway decent labia or unused clit. They could use that shit. Somebody need it.
Your motherfucking pussy running around here looking like a 2-day-old roast beef sandwich, bitch. The fuck out of here.
Look like a boxer's jaw.
Looking like an old can of alcohol. Fuck out of here. You know what? On that note, I'm finna go ahead and get on up out of here, y'all. I had fun. Thank you, Ronan, for joining the panel. You know what I'm saying? You always keep me laughing in the chat room, which is hilarious. I fucking love it.
It's a pleasure. It was an honor to finally meet you guys in person. Well, not yet, but online. And thing is, like, just like you say, you rather beat people straight up and let them see what you're about. None of this hiding behind an avatar nonsense. Some ways I get it, but we're talking about in real time. There's a lot of we don't have a lot of time to waste. So
we don't have a lot of time to waste. And see, that type of bitch right there. And see, I'm not even I'm not even one of them women that just look for fights. But see, that bitch would have been put to sleep. I'd have put that bitch right to sleep for saying some ass shit
about. She ain't get to put to sleep right.
That's her fucking problem. Nobody wants to put the bundle skunk to sleep because fucking bundle skunks stink. Okay, and nobody wants to get within 10 kilometers of that shit. So that is what the fuck is the problem. Go tell your fucking bundle skunk master, you know what I'm saying, to quit sending out these flying wolf monkey bundle skunk hybrids out into the fucking manosphere to fuck with people.
Shout out to Joanna Manji.
Fuck out of here. All right, y'all. I'm finna roll on out. And I thank y'all once again. I thank everybody for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Contributors as well. I greatly appreciate it. And y'all have a great rest of y'all evening. I'll probably see y'all over on Cerulean's channel because I think he's live right now.
All right.
All right. So peace out, y'all.
Kendra.
Peace.